Jim Shooter was a towering figure in the comic book industry who played a transformative role at Marvel Comics as editor-in-chief from 1978 to 1987. His career, which began at age 14 writing for DC Comics, was marked by groundbreaking achievements and significant controversies. Shooter passed away on June 30th, 2025, at the age of 73 and following a battle with esophageal cancer, as confirmed by comic writer Mark Waid. Shooter's leadership came at a critical juncture for Marvel as the industry shifted from newsstand distribution to the direct market of comic shops. He embraced this change, fostering a cohesive, character-driven Marvel universe that supported iconic runs like Chris Claremont and John Byrne's Uncanny X-Men, as well as Frank Miller's Daredevil, Walt Simonson's Thor, and Roger Stern's The Avengers, along with Spider-Man. These titles solidified Marvel's dominance in the 1980s, appealing to both new and dedicated readers. One of Shooter's most enduring contributions were pioneering the company-wide crossover with Marvel's superhero Secret Wars in 1984, which he wrote. Originally conceived as a toy tie-in with Mattel, Secret Wars featured Marvel's major heroes and villains in a sprawling narrative, becoming a commercial and creative success. It introduced the black symbiotic suit for Spider-Man, which later birthed Venom, and set the template for modern comic crossovers. Its sequel, however, Secret Wars 2, further demonstrated Shooter's ability to blend commercial opportunities with compelling storytelling. Previously, Shooter was instrumental in launching Toy Tie-In Comics, which became a cornerstone of Marvel's success. He oversaw the creation of Micronauts in 1979, the Transformers in 1984, and G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero in 1982, each based on licensed toy lines. For Micronauts, Shooter collaborated with writer Bill Mantlo to craft a richly imaginative sci-fi universe, expanding the toy line's simplistic premise into a beloved series with enduring characters like Bug and Acroya. The Transformers, developed by Hasbro, became a cultural phenomenon under Shooter's guidance. He shaped its early narrative, working with writers like Bob Budiansky to establish the Autobots versus Decepticons conflict, which resonated with fans and spawned a multimedia franchise. And last but definitely not least, prior to Transformers, G.I. Joe, written primarily by Larry Hama, thrived under Shooter's editorial vision, blending military action with complex character dynamics and a modicum of science fiction that elevated the toy line into a storytelling juggernaut. These tie-ins not only boosted Marvel's revenue, but also demonstrated Shooter's knack for turning commercial mandates into creative triumphs, appealing to both toy collectors and comic readers. Shooter also advanced creators' rights, a rarity at the time. He introduced royalties for writers and artists, implemented an art return program, and launched the Epic Comics imprint in 1982. Many credit Shooter alongside creators like Frank Miller with ensuring Marvel's survival during a challenging period. In 1981, he was named one of 6 New Yorkers of the Year by the New York JCs for revitalizing comics. His storytelling discipline, rooted in lessons from Stan Lee, emphasized continuity and characterization. Shooter's training lectures for creators fostered a unified Marvel universe, a feat admired by us for its scope. His strategic vision and tie-twin successes helped Marvel navigate the industry's evolution, cementing its cultural and commercial dominance. Despite his achievements, Shooter's tenure was marked by conflicts that polarized the Marvel bullpen. His strict editorial style, insistence on deadlines, and centralized control clashed with the freer creative culture of the 1970s Marvel. High-profile creators like John Byrne, Steve Gerber, Marv Wolfman, and Gene Colan left, citing Shooter's micromanagement. His policies that writers could not edit their own books further strained relationships, as did his controversial decisions such as mandating Phoenix's death in the Dark Phoenix saga over Chris Claremont's objections. While this choice elevated the storyline's impact of the X-Men, it fueled resentment. The problematic Carol Danvers storyline in Avengers 200 also drew criticism, reflecting poorly on Shooter's oversight. Some writers felt constrained by the need to align stories with toy marketing goals, though Jim Shooter's reputation as a dictator grew with anecdotes of banning LGBTQ content and proposing changes like replacing Shang-Chi with a Japanese ninja, which alienated some creators. By 1987, corporate changes under New World Pictures combined with Shooter's demand for editorial autonomy and creator royalties led to his firing on April 15th. His departure ended a transformative but divisive era, with many creators relieved, but others acknowledging his critical role in Marvel's survival. Jim Shooter's legacy at Marvel is a study of contrast. His blog and convention appearances kept him connected to fans, sharing insight from his storied career. Shooter's passing on June 30th prompted tributes across the industry. Mark Waid highlighted his inspirational work, while social media celebrated his role in Secret Wars as well as toy tie-ins that defined a generation, the 80s. His death closed a chapter on a career that began as a teenage prodigy and left an enduring mark on comics.